Yeah, just had my Taco Bell. Heading up to the shed. Gotta do some stuff. It's been raining a lot. Take the little trip up the little hill here. Backyard don't grow that much. My front yard grows pretty quick though. But yeah, just a little shed time here today, and get my keys out. Got to lock it up. I'm going to open the roll down the windows. I don't know, I ain't really rolling them down, but put them up in a place like this so you can air it out a little bit, baby. Going into the shed. A little cool in here right now. Feels pretty good though. But yeah, got to do a video or two today. I got to go through some stuff. There's a few things that I got to hook up my lights up here in a minute. But I did pick up some books here recently at a yard sale. I haven't shown them in a video or nothing. These are from 1982. Check them out. 1982, man. Little Smurf books. I don't know. I got this whole pile for $1. Got a little Ouija figure. I got to stick him up somewhere. I don't know exactly how I'm going to stick him up. He looks like he's flying. The 100th Smurf. The weather smurfing machine. Then I got some Garfield books too. They was pretty cool. And they all came together for $1. Even this one, the Godzilla King of Monsters book. I grabbed all this at a yard sale last week. And this one don't have no pictures or nothing. But I said, how much? She said $1. I said, hell yeah. Got my extension cord here. This is how I hook up to my trailer down there for my power up here. Little thing comes out over here with the power right there. Simply hook that up right there, and I think this is 50 foot. Go down to the old trailer, plug her up for my power. Beats running, you know, all your stuff up there, which sometimes I kind of don't like doing this, because especially if it rains or whatever. But plug it up right there, and now we got power in the shed. I got this rug too at a yard sale, $10. Pretty good. Takes up quite a bit of the middle section, which, you know, I used to have to sweep a lot. Now I got a vacuum. But flick on the power to the shed. I really want to hang that Godzilla and Kong thing there. Man, I got to get a ladder. All this stuff I've got, and I don't have a freaking ladder. Problem is, I think it might be too daggone big to hang right there. It might drape down too far over here. But I don't want to get my ass up on top of that thing and try to hang it that back there. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. Might hang it down from up here somewhere. I don't know. And this side, I really want to hang the monster truck one I got, the Monster Jam. Really want to hang it up here too, right here, to cover some of this stuff, which is not as big as the Godzilla one. So like having the rug, because I can take my shoes off, at least on this part. See my foot? Yeah. So over here, where I have all my vintage stuff, I got quite a bit of vintage stuff. And then this stuff I don't have vintage, except some of it is vintage. Down through there, all the cars and stuff. I'm thinking about moving a lot of that stuff right there. I don't know. But this is my non-vintage stuff, mainly Scooby-Doo and Toonie Terrors. But underneath it, I've got some Pops. You know, two of them's garbage pail ones I like to keep. And then I got a Smurf, and then I got a Jurassic Park one. So I'm going to keep them. I got some Migos and stuff I need to rearrange somehow. The Star Wars Black Series I've got 5 or 6 of, and I'm really thinking about getting rid of them. I don't really need to get them. I'd rather get vintage Star Wars figures wherever they are. I only have 8 of them, so I'm taking them out for right now. Putting them in a bag, using them for trade bait. Because I got a few stores around here I can do that with. Got the Cult Shop, and I have Spookables, and even 80s Toys does some trading too and stuff. So really on the new stuff that I want to collect is basically Toonie Terrace, Scooby-Doo, and the Migos, the newer Migos and stuff. I think them are pretty cool. I think I'll keep them. Otherwise, it's going to be straight out vintage from here on out. I just really don't want to collect new stuff. And if I do have some new things, it'll be the only things that I do keep. But I am getting rid of the 8 figures of Black Series I've had. It's been like 2 or 3 years and I've only got 8 figures. I ain't bought a whole lot of them. It's just something that I'm just not really into. I'd rather have the Scooby-Doo stuff and the Toonie Terrace, because they kind of go together. They kind of look a lot alike. So, and then I just want to really stick with vintage stuff from here on out on this side, because I collect a lot of stuff. You know, the other side of the room is Hot Wheels and Matchbox and everything else in between, monster trucks, all that good stuff. I got to do a video for Diecast Johnny today too for that channel. If you ain't never heard of that channel, link will be in the bottom of that one, because I got a lot of stuff going on. But man, I really want to fix the top of that. It's aggravating the piss out of me. I want to cover that up. A lot of them totes I can go inside of each other because they're empty except for one. I gotta get me some kind of ladder. I think I could probably get like a one of them 4-step ladders. I don't really want a real big one, because then I don't have nowhere to really put it. You know, I gotta put it up in the loft. So I'm gonna have to figure out something. This side's pretty good. This side's cleaned out pretty good and there's nothing behind it, but I just want to hang this Godzilla thing up right here. So don't know exactly how that's going to work out, but I want to keep my horse stuff. Oh, and my NECA figures. I forgot about them. They're over here. If you can't tell, you can't see them. They're right beside me, my black and white ones. I still need to get the Creature, and I need to get the Bride. I got Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, and the Mummy. So yeah, them I want to continue to collect. Small collecting, because there's only 2 more that I want, and then after that, really, that's going to be it for that series, because in case they make Phantom of the Opera, and they do happen to make some other ones that's in black and white, maybe from that era, I might end up buying or whatever. But for most part, I don't want to do that. And I'm not really into pops a whole lot. I got 5 pops in probably 5 to 6 years. It's got to be something very special that I want, just like the Smurf one I wanted, and the 2 Garbage Pail ones, and the Mr. DNA from Jurassic Park. I don't really think I'll be getting a whole lot more. If I do, it'd be something that's got to be very cool that I really want, and it's just like a 1 here, 2 maybe a year, if that, you know what I mean? Guys, there's just so much stuff. I take this tripod off here and put it over here for my other video later. I have to boost this up with a coffin and a tape thing to make it look right, because I'm funny like that. But I do take this off, put it over here. I did put the tree and stuff with him. Well, it came with some other stuff, but looks pretty cool. And here's the ones that I'm going to end up trading for some credit, probably for some more vintage stuff. If you can't really tell over there with the light, oh, my dinosaur fell over. That stuff down there at the very bottom is not vintage. Some of it ain't. I need to pull that shelf over this way. I just don't kind of like it in the hole there, but I do have stuff right there. I'll figure out something here soon. I got some Nintendo games and stuff back there, and I have one of these blank cassettes to hold that stuff up. Been listening to some Snoop Dogg. I got this at a yard sale. Well, it was a flea market last week. I think it was week 4 last. $5, but I was like, screw it, I'll buy it. And if you didn't see that video, I did get this Castle Grayskull, which is just a shell and stuff, but it's still pretty cool. Now I mixed up some of my figures over here with it too, that try to make some room over here, you know, because there's so much going on right there. And there's so much wrestlers and stuff on this one. Now I do have some newer wrestlers on here. Not everything is vintage. I do have the ones that look like the Hasbros, like Kane. I got Kurt Angle. I have John Cena. I have Mankind, and I have The Rock, Goldust, and the Iron Sheik down there. Mainly the ones that they never made in these. If they make them in these back in the day, I won't get the newer ones. But if they didn't, I will go ahead and get them here. You know what I mean? Oh, Sting too. There's a black Sting right there. Otherwise, I won't collect them. Just the ones that they didn't make back then, I want there. And there is a few bendies and stuff, but that's from the 90s, so that's kind of old for me. So mid-90s, you know what I mean? So that's how that goes. Now, I do have his Piper I am keeping for sure, and a Blue Blazer figure that I've gotten a card, a Chelsea Green that I got on card. And Rhonda told me, you better keep the Ronda Rousey figure, so I've kept it. All my other wrestlers I've already sold. Most of them. I do have a handful probably up in that trunk right there. So I want to probably keep a handful. I think there's like a handful of them. But this is what it's looking like. I got to still move some stuff around a little bit here and there. Over here, I need to get some stands for these things. Them are the two of the Migos I've got, and then there's another Migo there, Frankenstein. Kind of mixture this up a little bit of everything, Godzilla and Kong and all that good stuff. But and this is not vintage. That's a newer one there, so that's why I put it over here. I'm really weird about that. I know I mixed all this stuff up, and God forbid anybody ever come by and visit and check out my collection. But if they do, I can say this is all vintage stuff right here. So tell me how you like this video. I do keep, this is old, and I do have some other Mario stuff up here. That two of them are newer, and then the rest stuff are kind of older and stuff, so gonna have to put Luigi maybe like that on his belly. I'll do that. That look cool. Gotta make way with your stuff here. Gotta make room everywhere you can in this place to put your stuff. So if you like these types of videos, maybe there'll be some more hanging out with MovieJohn. Just some things that, you know, coming up here to the shed, doing some things, or going out somewhere. Let me know if you like these videos. And bring back hanging with MovieJohn. I used to do it a long time ago. It was a little different back in the day, but it was with, you know, the family and stuff, my son and them and everybody, and Rousey was in a few of them and stuff like that. But this one, maybe I can just do with like collecting and stuff and all that good stuff, showing you behind the scenes of the shed and everything else. This is MovieJohn, and I'm always filming.